Welcome back to Just Living with Jocelyn, and in this one we are going on our very first bus ride adventure to a concert. I can't say my very first bus ride, obviously. I grew up taking the bus my whole life to school, and I took the Greyhound bus a couple times for school activities and field trips, but I've never taken one specifically for a concert. I'm going from Benton Harbor to Detroit, which is going to be a 5-hour long bus ride with a friend. It's the night before the concert. It is currently February 13th, no, February 12th. Tomorrow's the show, February 13th. And the bus leaves at 9:20 in the morning and gets there at 2:45 in the afternoon. I won't be getting back to my house until around 4:35 in the morning. It's going to be a long day. And now I already checked out the venue. The Majestic Theater is where we're going. I can bring a small stadium bag because I was stressing hardcore about how am I going to bring like food for this long drive, because I'd never do big meals. I need to have like intermittent snacks, you know? So at least this is big enough for me to bring my charger, my battery pack, so I can fit a couple snacks in there. I didn't grab much. I have a little bag of Cheeto Puffs. I've got some Doritos, tossing them on the floor. I bought a pack of the Lance cheese peanut butter crackers, protein, whatever, carbs. And then I even bought a can of pineapple with the little pull top, and I'm gonna bring a fork, a disposable fork. Of course, I need to stop and buy some in the morning because I'm thinking of like on the go food that I can also finish before the concert. Of course, anything I bring, I can't have food and drink to go into the venue, you know. If you're a concert regular, you know. My room is also a mess because I've sort of kind of just been focusing on schoolwork and grading, and I actually have a ton of grades to get done for my assistant job by Monday. So really I don't even have time to go on this adventure, but I also need to force myself to take a break because I've been really struggling with like burnout and just working, and not even taking time to like do my nails or little things for myself. So it's a good forced break. It's close to 6 o'clock right now. I went to bed at like 10 something. I woke up at 5:30 to be exact, rushing the primer, blush, and some quick bit of makeup. We'll see if I even actually do a tutorial on here or not. I know I need to start doing like dedicated tutorial videos to how to do full face creative makeup looks. You guys have been requesting that. Let me know what sort of look you'd like to see first, but today we're just going to do some quick concert makeup, even though I literally told my friend last night, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother with the eyes. Like, I don't feel like wearing makeup. I don't feel like taking all that off. But now my mind has apparently changed. I don't know, it's just like, I love to feel cute. I'm going to match it to my outfit here, though. I wore a long sleeve shirt underneath this because in Detroit, it's only 38 degrees for the high today. And we have a 2-mile walk from the bus stop to the venue, the Majestic Theater. Also, I totally forgot we're going to see Honestav. Like, how could I forget to say who the headliner is? Well, I don't even know who the openers are, so that's going to be interesting, if there are any at all. Show starts at 7. We're going to be there at 2:45 in the afternoon, and it's going to be a long day. I almost went back to sleep this morning, but I was like, no, just get up. You know you want to look cuter. You know you just need more of a wake-up period. I'm actually going to just rush this makeup for the sake of time because I told my friend I was going to try to get there a bit early to her house, and then we're going to drive to the bus stop together. So since it's 6, I got 2 hours. I need to rush this. So we'll check back in when we're done. Okay, fine. I'll do a tutorial here. Here's the one eye. I'm not too big of a fan of it. This was the inspiration pic. It's inspired by like some flowers, and here's how I did it. Okay, so we just put on a bunch of primer. You can actually use foundation or concealer or anything that's really sticky. I'm going with the Kimchi Holy Fairy Tale palette, and I'm using this light green shade and a flat brush, and I'm just gonna get all that excess off. You see that dust? Crazy. You don't want it to fall on your eye. And then I'm trying to look in the mirror that's behind my camera as well here. I guess I could look at the little mirror in the palette. And all I did was pack the green all over my lid, making sure you tap the fall off every time because that cloud is crazy. And yeah, just tap this in here. And after you have the green in that general shape, the camera's not picking it up well at all. My face is even like sweating. You can see the oil. Oh, stress sweat. But yeah, we're just gonna rush this through. Okay, after packing that on there, we're taking like a fluffier brush here. We're gonna diffuse those edges Same thing, green, tap off the fall off, and we're just gonna blend it on through. I like to tap when I blend. I don't like to do lots of circles, but I do like drag it up when I tap and blend. Okay, for the blue, we are switching palettes. That was the Kimchi Holy Fairytale. Now we're going in with the Morphe Meredith Duxbury. I got both of those palettes as free samples from TikTok. Thank you so much to them. Now we're gonna go, let's see, trying to make sure you can see right. Diamond Iceberg, and we're gonna tap into Hudson as well. Fall off, and then trying to do this and show you guys in the tutorial is actually quite a challenge because I am the kind of person that needs to be like face to face with my mirror to really see these details. So then next with the blue, we are just going to tap it sort of along your lash line into that green, fill that space in, and then make it like a crescent moon shape essentially. You're going to have to tap, get some more. I should have grabbed my other little light, so that way we had some extra lighting in here. But again, I'm rushing, it's fine. After we do the light blue half circle, you're going to darken it up with the darker Endless Nights. Okay, so my half circle is looking like this. I feel like it could look better. Again, I'm not that happy with this look today. I'm just going to pack that dark color really close to the lash line again to add some definition, some dimension. And then, oh, I totally forgot. I need to add the blue, the same combo light blues beneath my eyelid, my under eye, like the other one. And I totally forgot to even do my brow on the other side. I'm so behind. But I'm actually ahead because it's only like what time is it? 6:37 to be exact. My goal is to be leaving this house by 8 o'clock at the latest. So I think that's going to happen today. Brush my under eyes and now finishing up with some mascara, of course. I honestly never even bother doing like my skin makeup anymore. I know most people would probably cover up those insecurities. I do a little powder all over my skin just to take away the grease, you know, and the oil shine. But in the past, whenever I put on foundation or concealer, it would just look, you know, like cakey, and I feel like it would emphasize the bumps more. So I just quit using it entirely. Keep it simple. Saves me time, saves me money, and products. It's a little bit past 8, but that's okay. We're about to walk out the door right now. The hair is crazy from running back up and down the stairs. I got a bagel. I got some drinks to go with some ice packs so they stay cold for my little ride over to my friends in the bus stop. And I got my backpack over here full of my snacks ready to go. Don't judge my unmade bed because, again, I'm getting back at probably 5 in the morning, so I'm gonna just be hopping back in that thing. We are on the road. Apologies in advance for the poor sound quality because I am not risking taking my mics on the road and losing them again. I'm actually posting this video before one that I've been working on since the start of the new year, and it's just like a day in the life, like not really day in the life because it's gonna be multiple months, but the reality of being a grad student. And in that video, I took my mics to class one day and I lost the transmitter part that attaches into your phone to make the mics work, and I had to order more. So I'm not taking that risk, especially when I'm out and about all over the place today. But I'm running a little bit more behind. It's 8:21 right now. I should be to my friend's house by like 8:45. It's a 10-minute drive from her house to the bus stop. It says to be at the bus stop 15 minutes before it leaves, so we need to be there by 9. So we're gonna be there like just in time. Also, sorry, this editing style is probably gonna be pretty bland and basic and more of like a just go vlog because, again, I'm in grad school. I edit all my videos, I manage all my emails. I'm trying to keep up with 120 students for my teaching assistant job now. So I'm actually drowning in work, and adding on this other personal task is just going to stress me out more. But I wanted to document this little first experience anyway, so I can look back on it one day and anyone else can also live vicariously through it. So again, our day started at the Benton Harbor Greyhound bus stop. Our bus ended up being about 20 minutes or so late, but we still made it with plenty of time for the show. Every 2 hours, the bus actually makes a stop, so that way you can get snacks, stretch your legs, run to the bathroom, and when doing so, we spilled our drinks. But after we got that cleaned up, it was back to relaxing, and there are also outlets on all the Greyhound buses, so that way you can, plug in your stuff in case you've never been on one before. When we got to Detroit, we looked up food near us, and the cheapest and easiest option was a Burger King not very far from the bus stop, so we walked over there and sat inside so we could warm up and hang out before the show. I took care of getting us our bus tickets, so my friend got us an Uber to and from the venue, which saved us a ton of walking and time out in the cold, so I appreciated that a ton. Our Uber driver was also super nice. He was telling us all about the schooling that he's working on currently, and he gave us a nice front door drop off as well. The show completely sold out. We were one of the first 20 people or so there, I would say. I sacrificed my warmth for our comfort, and I put my big coat down on the ground because we forgot to bring like a blanket or anything to sit on. And I also shared my gloves, but man, I was freezing. So I had to keep making a run to a McDonald's to warm up from time to time. We ended up getting a slice of pizza while waiting inside because the Fast Pass line was insanely long too, and we ended up getting bumped behind them, of course. After it all, we still made it about third row, and now it's showtime.
I used to work at 2 Minute Truck as a moving company, and he was the driver and I was the mover. And I remember one day, like I had stayed up the whole night before, like hanging out with the homies, partying, whatever, and I was gonna skip work, and I was texting him because he was the driver, so I was texting him like, hey bro, I'm not gonna make it tonight. He's like, that don't work for me. He's at my house at 6:30 in the morning talking about something. He said, hey, you coming to work today? Low-key saved my life, and I love him for it. Get up for Kenny Stone. This is our real professional musician. Been doing this a long time. It's a fucking blessing that he came out here to do this for me. He's also a tattoo artist. Coolest guy in the band by far, man. Give it up for Jake the Kid. It's my dog. We call him Wheezy. It's not because it's hard for him to breathe. It's because his name's Wayne. And when I was making music, I knew you shit because this is my boy, but when I really started making music, you can look it up on SoundCloud. Anything that say produced by Wheezy, whatever. We released 200 songs together probably. feel like I'm sinking slowly. I'm so fucking tired of coping. All this pressure I might break.
So much pressure I might break.
You can't see the weight I'm holding. I love y'all, man. Dude, I fucking love y'all. I'm so serious. At that time, I thought I had this in me. I thought I had it in me, but nobody saw it in me. And now when you guys see it in me, I realize I had it the whole time. Y'all are making me realize that I have it now. My message is that the musicians in here, even the ones that are getting older, even the ones that have been doing this for a long time and don't have any recognition right now, bro, it's gonna fucking happen and you gotta just keep going. Because I don't want to be like, I'm not a fucking therapist, I don't got the fucking answers, but I do know that the universe listens all the fucking time, bro. And if you really want something and you really believe it's gonna happen, you can't change the universe's plans, bro. And you guys made me realize that, and that's why I'm telling y'all, and I love y'all for that. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be this fucking person that y'all think I can be, and you guys are watching me. Baby steps, like bro, we were doing 250 cap. It's 2,000 people in here. It's 1,500 people in here right now. We was at my shows when there was 200 people, and then we built to 500, and then we built to 1,000. Now we have 1,500, and I have a band now. You guys are fucking helping me go through this shit, bro, and you're like, you're through every step of the way. I have the fucking greatest fans in the world. I tell everybody that all the fucking time. So much. Give it up for my fucking boys, man!
After the show, we had to get a picture out in the front with the lights on, of course, and then we went to this little convenience shop next door to get some snacks for the long ride back. I picked up some fruit and a vitamin water. I'm trying to get healthier snacks, you know. Oh, and I forgot I did grab a Sprite too, because after a concert, the carbonation just hits different. The Detroit bus stop was actually really busy when we first got there because there was a bus to Atlanta that was supposed to leave at 7, and it was 11 o'clock again when we got there, and it still hadn't left it. I felt so bad for them, but we finally made it back after it all. 30 minutes until I'm finally home. I've been gone for so long. I left my house at like 8:10 this morning. It is currently 4:28. I just can't wait to get to my toilet. My stomach is cramping so bad. I cannot wait to get home and get this makeup off too. Also, the show was great, as you saw, but we did have a Karen crowd experience, which I'll elaborate more once we're in a better atmosphere to take off my makeup. Finally, we're home. It is 5:15 in the morning to be exact. I got the X's because I'm not an alcohol fan, and I just declined because also those prices at the venue, absolutely insane. Actually, well, we got some pizza, and it was only $5 a slice, so that wasn't that bad. Actually, I think it was 4 for the cheese and 5 for pepperoni. I can't remember. But, oh, me dropping my makeup wipes. Our little Karen show experience, it's so funny and like ironic in a way because the last show we went to Youngblood together, me and Alyssa, and my unicorn headband, keep the inner child alive. But anyway, we went to Youngblood and I actually made a little vlog, my last video, if you want to go check that out. And we had someone just give us a hard time for trying to have a good time. And today it was sort of kind of the same. We got there at like, our bus arrived at 3 and we walked over to the Burger King. We got some food and we got there probably like 3:30, no later than not even 4. It was definitely like 3 something when we got there. And so we at least had like our friendly crew of the people who saw us there, knew that we were there at the same time as them, and we were even like before lots of the fast pass people. Somehow they let the fast pass people in, and then when we got in, the line was confusing. But sorry, I'm getting all sidetracked, stories within stories. Back to the issue here was my friend and I, we were just standing there, and we obviously are respectful. We like to leave a little bit of space between the people in front of us because, we're jumping, we're bopping, this, that, arms going. Like, I'm not trying to hit someone in the head, so I leave a couple inches of space. But not enough for like a whole person to come squeeze up in front of me. And so we had this couple with some blonde chick and her boyfriend, and they literally just squeezed up and fully cut us off. Like, and everyone around us like turned and looked. They were like, "What the fuck?" And I'm the type of person where, like, if you disrespect me blatantly or even other people, you know, like, I call out the disrespect. And so I started getting, like, you know, shaky mad right away because I was like, these people really just did that. Like, there's no concert courtesy or I looked at my friend and then I really leaned up so I know this girl heard me. It was like in her ear. I sort of kind of feel bad, but I don't because, like, how do you not feel bad doing this to people? And I was like, okay, because that wasn't rude. And then my friend and I, we just stepped around them and we took our little spot back. Makeup looking wild here. I can't get it off my waterline. But yeah, and then luckily the people, like I said, that we were waiting in line with prior, they were like, yeah, they've been here. They were here at like 3 o'clock with us. They were in front of the line before us, waiting outside the venue. Like, they definitely deserve. We were like third row from the front, and we were standing our ground to keep that spot. So after we just like stepped in front of them to claim our space back, the chick looked at me and she was like, see, and I'm not being a crybaby bitch about it. And I was like, I looked at her in her eyes and I was like, girl, no one was being a crybaby. I just simply pointed out that what you did was rude. And I turned back around, kept having my good time. I'm like, I paid to enjoy this experience. I'm going to enjoy it and not let some other bitter person ruin my time. But now, given the time, I am just going to wash my face, rush into pajamas so we can get to bed. I didn't end up passing out until like after 6 a.m. that night. I've clearly been editing this video for a while. It is now in May. I graduated and everything. I'll have another video coming soon with an update on how college went if I actually finish editing that next. But here is the merch that I ended up getting. I was honestly just a victim to wanting to match with my friend, even though I told myself I need to save money and I wasn't going to buy any merch going into the show. Here goes another $40 down on a basic t-shirt with some guy's face on it and some words. But hey, I've never had an Honestav shirt to add to my collection. I actually have an entire bin. Let me show you. Pretty much this whole bin is full of band merch. This one little tiny side is just plain long sleeve shirts so I can put underneath my band shirts. But yeah, we're getting up there. Should I maybe do another video like showing you guys all of my band slash artist shirt collection? That might be interesting. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite moment. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.